First Local. Well, good morning, and it's Monday, just like that.
Just like that.
That's right. Nothing goes
That was
faster
a quick
than a
weekend, I tell you.
Fun though.
Did you have a fun weekend?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
What'd you do?
Well, I pranced smartly. I was in town. I was out of town. I went to the Bush Plain to cover the Festival of Beer because, it's not only Dan that can break the news, I can break the news. Watch me do it.
With one glass here and your notepad over here.
Yes, that's that's more or less how it went. Actually, it was clutching the tickets, the beer.
I heard it was good turnout though.
Oh gosh, yeah, it was packed. There were like so many people there, and everybody having such a good time. I do have the story.
Okay,
so we're only going to touch on it lightly.
So we have some visual evidence of this story coming up.
Yes, and if you missed it, it's on the website with a sassy little picture of me holding a glass of beer. If you haven't seen that yet, go to SueOnline.com.
Well, this weekend I'm very stiff right now, just because all I did was garden and flowers and whatnot. And man, have flowers ever gone up in price?
Oh yes.
Holy smokes!
Oh yes.
I bought a tray, and the thing says $12 or $8. So I'm thinking of getting the whole tray for $8.
Oh, for sure,
right?
sure.
But you're not. That tray is $60.
Oh, it's
right?
per plant.
Because it's per plant. It's jeez.
I used to, when they had the garden center at Sears and at the end of the selling season, just as the summer was really kind of getting underway, they'd blow them all out for 25 cents and 75 cents.
Yeah.
I used to just go and savage those areas. But you know what else is out in full force? Birds.
Oh, yes.
You see so many birds right now.
Yes.
And, funny because Facebook is ever sensitive to my thoughts. We'll go with that anyway. So this popped up in my memory. I'm an avid walker, and I see things. And one year I got to see this guy.
Look at this guy going at it.
And I covered him over a series of days, watching him. Sorry, it's a little bit jumpy again. I'm no Dan Gray, but I did capture this. And look at how close he would let me get to him, completely unafraid. But I guess if you can, use the force of your will to smash your face through a tree trunk, you don't have a lot to be afraid of.
So here's a dumb question. Why do they do that? Why do they make holes in the tree?
They're after the bugs.
Oh, so it's not to make a home or...
No, it's not. It is purposeful in that, from my understanding, there was a lot of zesty discussion when I posted this initially. My understanding is they know when a tree is dying, and they know that that's where the bugs are to be found.
Oh.
So they go into the trees. Some people will say, well, they go and they kill the trees. Arguably, nature says the tree was already dying, so...
They know.
There you go. They know.
Right? They can tell by the taste of the tree.
Full moon.
Yeah, we had a full...
Flower moon, blood moon, couple of names for it. Spectacular as well. Lunar eclipse.
Lunar eclipse this morning.
This was a busy weekend. We had Friday the 13th, very energetic sort of zapper for you. And then, of course, the full moon, which always brings a certain amount of eclectic energy. Combined with a lunar eclipse. So, if you were feeling a little bit all over the map over the weekend, yes, that would be why. Some people will complain of insomnia. There is just a lot of energy infused into the atmosphere. So whether you believe in it or not, keep in mind the moon does direct the currents of the ocean, the tides. So, it's hard to refute science. We all know you got to trust the science.
Yes.
Trust the science. So, and cool. Just in case you think that the lunar eclipse and the culmination of the full moon is the end of it, no. These energies will linger for about the next 4 days. So you can expect to still feel kind of, and then it'll gradually dissipate into next weekend. Probably by about Thursday, we'll feel normal-ish, or what passes for normal for you.
Good.
And yeah, so self-care, rest up, take it easy. Okay.
Okay. Well, I have some weather to tell you about. Do you know we hit 29.4 degrees on Friday?
No.
That was a new record, by the way.
Yes, it was definitely a hot day.
Yeah, we're not going to see those hot temperatures this week.
Kind of a hot night, too.
Tell me about it. We won't see those temperatures this week, but we will see some comfortable conditions. I'll give you all that coming up. But first, here's Heidi with the news.
And not just the news, all the news. All right. It isn't often that I get to open with my story, but here it is. All right. So, Festival of Beer, okay, so hosted by Lop Lops, nestled neatly into the Canadian Heritage Bush Plains Centre. I did see Edie. I took a selfie, but neglected to get permission to post that, so I just went with some anonymous shots. But, 2-year hiatus, obviously. Look, there I am with my little beer. The strategic placement of the logo. See, I'm learning. So yeah, 2-year hiatus owing to the pandemic, of course. Did return on Saturday. It ran from 1 until about 7. I would argue there were, several hundred people. It was pretty jam-packed, but nobody seemed to mind. The lineups were certainly there, but they moved along quickly. Fairly economical event at $37 to get in. That got you 4 samples. Now, I had to cut right to the chase. The samples were 2 ounces. However, you could buy tickets at $1 a ticket. Kind of made me feel Ford-esque there for a minute. Wow, $1 a beer? No, $1 a ticket. So $1 a ticket, and then for 4 tickets, you could fill your glass. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. The weather was fine. What else can I tell you about it? I mean, there was a sprinkling of rain, but certainly not enough to dampen the enthusiasm of those who attended. Certainly not mine. So anyway, here's hoping it's back permanently, and I'll see you there next year. Okay. Now, over the weekend, there was a situation that did play out at Silver Creek Golf. There was a heavy police presence, okay, and I believe this took place, it was Saturday. There's no date on this, but heavy police presence at Silver Creek Golf outside Sault Ste. Marie since mid-afternoon. The OPP were on scene in large numbers, and the course had been closed. Dan was able to reach out and speak with a golfer who was on the course earlier today when there was an incident that had been confirmed. According to OPP, they are searching for a suspect who would have been considered to be armed on the golf course, and we were able to verify this independently through other sources. So the road in that moment to the Silver Creek Golf Course is closed, and multiple units remain on scene at this hour, at that time. So we did reach out to the Anishinaabeg Police Service, who was designated as the lead agency. At about 9:45 p.m., the service media officer for the Anishinaabeg Police, and her name is Chantel O'Rourke. She spoke with Sue Line, did provide a statement. No concern for public safety at this time. She was also able to confirm once again they are the lead agency in the search for the individual on the course. Just going to pop it open here so I can give us a day on this, but I am pretty sure I saw this pop on Saturday. Yeah, 2 days ago. So today is Monday, Sunday, so Saturday it is. There we go. All right. Oh, this was interesting too. Yes. Okay, so in our airspace, our waters, something was sighted that had multiple people reaching out. There were 3 planes, an American C-5 Galaxy, an American KC-46 Pegasus, which is in fact an aerial tanker, and a Canadian Dash 7 with no registration were flying in circles over the riverfront. I wonder if this is like a teaser or a promo for the new Top Gun movie. No, probably not playing out over our airspace. But anyway, on the river, a brand new U.S. Navy littoral coastal combat ship. Dan did post some really great videos and pictures, as always, very, very gifted with his cameras. So this was designed by Lockheed Martin for the U.S. Navy. Wow. U.S. Navy. The ships are 118.1, so that's 387 feet long, 17.6 meters, which means 57.7 feet high, and have a minimum of 50 sailors on board. Oh, 50 sailors. They can travel over 70 kilometers per hour. The USS Minneapolis St. Paul did pass through the Po Lock today on its way to Duluth for commissioning on May 21st. The USS Minneapolis St. Paul is a naval littoral combat ship built by Marinette Marine out of Marinette, Wisconsin. So according to the U.S. Army Corporation of Engineers, who operates the locks, the USS Minneapolis St. Paul did pass through the Po Lock today on its way to Duluth for commissioning on May 21st. The USS Minneapolis St. Paul, once again, is a naval littoral combat ship built by Marinette Marine out of Marinette, Wisconsin. So, of course, we have reached out to the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Air Force for comment, and we will bring that to you as soon as they are made available. I think it's a really good time to go over, Craig. So let's get some information on the weather. Craig, what's the day going to look like?
Okay, well, today's going to look like a mix of sun and cloud. Temperature's a little cooler, but you know what I saw on Saturday? I was out with my dog walking around 10 o'clock at night. I look up in the sky and I see this big, long, straight, bright light. Like long, like this, and it was traveling.
What time?
Like this, around 10.
Starlink.
It's a Starlink. That's what it is. Now, I thought Starlink was just a bunch of dots.
I thought it was
right,
a
but this
cable
was
company.
a solid line, and it was just moving like this right across the sky. It was pretty neat. Anyway, let's take a look outside and see what we look like. Look kind of dark out there right now. We have some clouds. We'll lighten up the day a little bit. We're seeing some bugs there too. The bugs are starting to come out, right? They should be out in full force this weekend. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. This is what we look like. We have some winds picking up later on this morning into the afternoon. It's going to be quite gusty, around 50 kilometers an hour. Going to make it feel a little cooler than the 12 degrees, which is our daytime high, which is about 4 degrees cooler than we should be. So it's going to feel a little cooler than that even. Temperatures for your evening, 8 degrees with a mix of cloud, and temperatures dropping down to 3 degrees. A little cool for tonight. And we have a cool week ahead, and maybe some rain showers coming because the Midway is here in town.
Oh, I saw them this morning.
This weekend, so, you know, right on cue. We're going to see the cooler temperatures and showers, but I'll give you all those details coming up.
Yeah, you know what? And I did see that as I was making my way up Great Northern Road. You look over and you see all of the equipment and machinery of the rides packed into and you still get that frisson of excitement that, like, when I was a kid, I'd be like, yeah, the Midway, the Midway, the Midway. Keeping in mind at this point there are like literally maybe 2 rides that I'll go on. My kids are very enthusiastic, though. They will be happy to know it's here. We are going to take a short commercial break. You will hear from the Chamber inviting everybody to do all things local to support our business community in this time of rebuilding. Eat local, play local, shop local, do all things local, and let's get this going. The summer's upon us. When we come back, we have Colette in the studio in a very engaging interview with the dynamic, informative, and supportive team members at the Alzheimer Society. So do go fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Well, good morning and welcome back. I've had a sip of coffee. I've got my situation back under control, so I appreciate your patience. As promised, Colette is in the studio and she has some information to share in partnership with the Alzheimer Society. Over to you, Colette.
Thank you, Heidi. Well, we're here today with two representatives from the Alzheimer's Society. Sitting to my left is Bia. How are you today, Bia?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
So May, we are walking for Alzheimer's, and once upon a time it was in January. It's kind of been a little bit of a colder walk, but I'm a January baby, so I appreciate January being acknowledged for something. But, you know, Alzheimer's is very close to my heart. I'm so thankful that you're here today. Let's talk about this event.
Well, this year's walk, again, you had mentioned that it transitioned to the month of May to join the rest of the chapters across Canada. It's a national event. And we're so excited that we're actually doing it in May now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's coming up on Sunday, May 29th. Okay. And we're actually hosting it in our parking lot at our new location. We're at 61 Great Northern Road.
I'm just on that, everyone. I don't know if you've had the opportunity to see the new location here, but it's absolutely beautiful from the outside. I haven't been in the inside. Beautiful building. And my son, who's an electrician, training to be, did all the lighting for you guys.
That's interesting.
I forgot to mention that. Yeah, so a beautiful building. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. And you know, there was a need for us to grow, and we actually have a new program, which is the Adult Day program. So they take about 1/3 of the building.
Okay.
So there's staff, and that program is now one of our things that we can offer to the public.
Okay.
Which is supported by the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's.
There we go.
So we have a big parking lot in front.
Yes, you do.
And we're going to be hosting the event there. We'll have opening ceremonies at 1 o'clock, registration at 12.
Okay.
And we're going to have a ceremonial walk in the neighborhood area around the new office.
Oh, nice.
And we're actually having a lot of different things. One of the fun things this year, which is something new, is having the bubbles.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So we get those bubbles, Mike. Did you get those bubbles? Hang on. There we go. There we go. Just threw those bubbles in your face. Excellent.
And each person that comes and comes to the event will be getting a package of seeds, a tattoo, as well as the bracelet that we're both wearing
and I am
today.
sporting that blue bracelet as well. And these beautiful plants are called the forget-me-nots, which are a beautiful idea. Very, very nice.
And it is a fundraising event, so we want people to go to walkforalzheimers.ca and register. And it walks you through how to register. It's quite easy, and if you'd like to do it the old-fashioned way, you can certainly pick up a pledge form. We have these available at the office, and some of our sponsors have them as well.
Okay, great. I'm just going to grab this pledge form so everybody can take a look at what these what they look like. So now, if we do have to go to the website, and you'll have all this information on there. But it's a super important day, super important cause. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Bia, before I put Terry in the hot seat and we start talking about the business of the Alzheimer's Society?
The parking will be in the back, and we also have Ruberas. He's going to be barbecuing, and Little Orbit's mini donuts will be there. Those are both for purchase, and then we have other refreshments for everybody. So we hope that everybody comes out and supports the event and has a great time.
Okay, Bia, one more time. What's the date and time of this event?
Just so Sunday, May 29th. 61 Great Northern Road, and it's walkforalzheimers.ca.
Walkforalzheimers.ca. Now, in order to put on this big event, there are a lot of corporations that help out. There's a lot of the business end, and we are now going to switch over to Terry, but I'd like to thank you, Bia, again for being here today and letting us know about this big event. So please, Sault Ste. Marie on that day, get out there and walk for Alzheimer's. But now we're going to put Terry in the hot seat and ask him a few questions about the business end of the Alzheimer's Society.
Why am I walking? Because my dad walked me down the aisle.
Because my mom walked up and down our street to get me to sleep.
Because my grandpa took me for walks every chance he got. He walked so many miles for me. That's why I'm walking. For my grandpa.
My mom.
My dad.
Join the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's and Walk for All Canadians living with dementia. Sign up today at walkforalzheimers.ca.
We're here with Terry, who is the Executive Director of the Alzheimer's Society and has been for the last 9 years, which is an excellent amount of time. I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes, mainly the building that you're in right now. Why don't we start with that?
We sure have, Colette. It's been a great 9 years, and it's been an absolute privilege to be the executive director of this organization. It is an organization that's close to home. My dad was diagnosed with dementia-related disease way back in '96, but we've evolved so much over the last number of years into where we are now in this building that we're in, taking on new programs, and it's really all based on need. You know, the number of referrals we're getting into the organization, the support that our staff provide to persons living with dementia and their caregivers is just extraordinary. And we felt 2 years ago we needed to do something to expand the services that we offer through the society. And we've found an excellent location to be able to do this.
That's beautiful. So what type of services do you offer? Where have you seen Alzheimer's Society go from when you started to where it is now?
I think the biggest thing is just the demand for service within our community here. Already last year, at the end of December, our referrals were up 27%. So we're on track to hit almost 1,000 new referrals this year. And that's why events such as the IG Wealth Management Walk for Alzheimer's are so important. We need to continue to raise $400,000 a year to offer the programs and services that we offer through the organization. That $400,000 represents 25% of our operating budget. So some people think we're fully funded by the Ministry of Health. We actually still have to raise money to provide those services.
All right, great. Now, how many staff members do you have at your location? Obviously, you're applying services to those in need. Volunteers are also, I imagine, a big part of your operation as well. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Sure. We have 30 staff between Sault Ste. Marie and the Algoma District. Just in the Sault alone, we have 22 staff working out of our building. Volunteers play a huge part in supporting the mission and mandate of the Alzheimer's Society. And we're starting to re-engage our volunteers. Obviously, as the pandemic hit, we had to shut down some of those volunteer services. So we're starting to re-engage them. And I think the work that the volunteers do really support and enhance the work that our staff does every day.
Absolutely.
You know, one of the things that we talk a lot about as an organization is gaining people's trust and respect within our community. And we know that a diagnosis of a dementia-related disease is not something easy that people get. So making our society a society of choice when they come in and making it a warm and friendly organization, I think is key for our success.
Thank you very much, Terry. And in saying that, I'd like to just to remind everyone who's watching that on May 29th, please join everyone for the Walk for Alzheimer's. You can find information on their Facebook page as well as SiouxOnline.com, as we will be posting this video along with an article. So thank you to Terry and Bia and to everyone at the Alzheimer's Society and to the community for helping out such an amazing association. Back to you, Heidi.
Well, thanks, Colette, and thanks to Bia and Terry. Very interesting to hear both sides of, you know, an organization such as that, given all that they do in the community. I know Craig's ready. I'm summarizing what they just watched. Okay, well, the moment is forever broken and it's gone now. So why don't we just go over to Craig, because Craig is ready and he wants to tell us about how it's going to cool down and rain this week. So yeah.
Well, Heidi, we are in for a slightly cooler week this week with a mix of sun and cloud May even see a couple of showers show up towards the end of the week, of course, because the midway's in town. But this is what we look like right now. We have high pressure sitting right in the middle of the U.S. We will continue to pick up that southerly flow. We do have a cold front, though, right here, and that's what's pushing our temperatures down a little bit, actually below seasonal for today and for most of this week, actually. We'll take a look at the satellite and we can show you where that mess is. There's a lot of moisture associated with this low pressure system. It's to our east. We don't have to worry about that. It's hitting areas around the Nickel Belt and areas like that. We're going to see a mix of sun and cloud today, but slightly cooler temperatures because of that cold front coming through. And that cold front's going to pretty much set us up for the most of the week. We'll show you on radar where that rain is. Right there, some heavy showers right around north of Toronto, pushing in towards the Muskokas and into the North Bay region, seeing some rain today. We don't have to worry about that. We do have a couple of showers just to the north. There's just light sprinkles, nothing to worry about. We are going to be in for a mix of sun and cloud. As far as temperatures go, this is what we look like around the board. 12 degrees today. Our normal highs at this time of year should be around 16, so we're well off the mark. Same story in Wawa at 13. 18 degrees, you're about seasonal in Timmins, and 17 degrees, you're seasonal in Sudbury. Seeing some rain, some cold rain with that system heading up there today. So this is what we look like for the next 3 days. We're going to see some winds pick up later on this afternoon from the northwest because of that cold front. So it's going to make it feel even cooler than 12 degrees at times. 13 degrees for your day tomorrow. Again, a little bit off the mark, but we are seeing some sun for the next couple of days. Temperatures trying to rebound up to about 18 on Wednesday, but then we see another system coming in for the weekend, and I'll give you all those details in just a bit. Heidi?
Okay, well, that's not so bad. I mean, it feels like it was only last week that Craig was talking about minus 23 and snow, so we'll take that. It seems warm even by the standards that we judge the midway when it hits town. So yes, we are going to take another commercial break. When we do come back, I want to talk to you about a fire that happened at Bay Mills Casino, because I know a lot of my contacts do go over there. There was a fire, so I want to tell you about that. But in the meantime, we have some of our business community that want to tell you about what they do. Superior Adult Learning, inviting anybody who wants to make a contribution to the community to come on board as a volunteer. Make that effort to work one-on-one with adult learners who have set literacy goals for themselves and help them to achieve those. As well, we will talk to you, of course, about factoids. I want to chat with our people in social media. So if you have something to say and you haven't said it yet, pop it in there. Let's have a talk. All right, go fill your cup and come on back.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. That's a sacred trust. Craig just violated a sacred trust. Oops. Oh, gosh, huge faux pas. Okay, as promised, here's the deal. So on May 14th, that would be Saturday at around 7 p.m., there was an electrical fire in the information technology room of Bay Mills Resort and Casino on the main floor. The electrical fire triggered the sprinkler system, which required temporary evacuation of the resort. No one was injured, and all individuals are accounted for safely. So fantastic news right off the top. In that particular moment, the heart of their information and technology system had been severely compromised. Credit cards, gaming, internet, phone, and ATM systems were rendered non-operational. It was anticipated that the systems would remain down to at least the following 3 to 5 days, resulting in temporary closure of the Bay Mills Resort and Casino. In that moment, guests were allowed to remain safely in the hotel. The back bay was to be left open for hotel guests for drinks and food. All hotel guests who had to leave were to be receiving a full refund on their rooms. They were also providing free breakfast the following day for the hotel guests who did choose to remain overnight. No gaming options available. Casino, in this moment, currently closed to the public. So, yes, Baymart Gas Station, Four Seasons Market and Deli, and the Northern Light Cannabis Company are open and fully operational. Wild Bluff Golf Course will remain open as well, but cash only until the information technology systems are back up. Of course, sincere apologies are extended for any inconvenience that this did cause to guests and customers. They expressed their extreme gratitude for patience and understanding as they managed an unprecedented emergency. So they also extend chimigwech to everyone who rapidly responded to protect everyone at the resort, with a special thanks to Superior Township Fire Crew, Bay Mills Township Fire Crew, Bay Mills Police Department, the directors, the supervisors, and the managers across the enterprise and governmental departments who all came together to assist. So as updates become available, of course, we will bring those to you. That is the situation in this moment.
There you go.
There you go.
You're up to date.
Yes.
Okay.
All the news. All the news is
all
completed.
The news completed.
Factoids.
Factoids.
What should I start with? Ozzy Osbourne or Beach Boys?
Ozzy.
Ozzy Osbourne, May 16th, 1984. Ozzy Osbourne was arrested in Memphis, Tennessee for staggering drunk down Beale Street.
Ozzy?
I know. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't read it. Osbourne was released from the Memphis jail 5 hours later after drying out and was not required to return for a court appearance. He continued on with a tour in support of 1983's Bark at the Moon.
Okay, factoid number 2.
Beach Boys, May 16th, 1966. The Beach Boys released the classic album Pet Sounds, widely ranked as one of the most influential records ever released and has been ranked number 1 in several music magazine lists of greatest albums of all time, including the New Musical Express. The Times and Mojo Magazine, including the New Musical Express, The Times and Mojo Magazine. So in 2003, it was then ranked number 2 in the Rolling Stone 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list, beat out only by the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper, which came in first.
There you go.
There you go. There you have it.
There's our factoids for today.
All right, let's see what's happening in the social media here. Who do you have first, Mike? I've got Terry Matthews. Terry Matthews, starting the week off decisively. He says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Terry. As always, thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. We've got Allie and Ron Rollinson, typically presents as Allie. She says, good morning, with a little smiley pink face emoji. Morning. Nancy Norman, June 25th, the big day for her backyard art show. I will be providing more information on that. I will also be attending and covering the event, so stay tuned for that. Okay. And of course, Nancy offering me my first opportunity to bring the sun up between the two great, huge tracts of land. Yeah.
That was a good one, too.
I know, right? I'm on today, yes. Steve Child, you know what? And it's surprising that I'm so on because I was out of coffee this morning. I had to wait until I got to Tim Hortons.
You need a coffee machine here for you.
Yeah, I don't like the Keurig. I don't like the Keurig. Well, I mean, who cleans the little hoses and tubes?
Oh, it's done magically.
Well, we put the vinegar in the one time, but you didn't like that very much. Steve Childs, GMMAHAGW. So good Monday morning, all. Have a great week. You too, Steve Childs. He's got some little bees. He's got the sun and the tracks of line and rocking the horns as he does. Great to hear from you, Steve. Thank you for commenting. Tony Mancuso, good Monday morning. Have a great day and start to the week. You too, Tony. You know, because he sent me a message last night. He said, shouldn't you be in bed? I should have been in bed, but I'd been hyper productive all day and my brain was still firing, but I fell asleep shortly thereafter.
She'll conk out around 1:30, 2 o'clock this afternoon, just like that.
Well, I call them micro naps, and they're highly productive. You know, it's all the rage in Europe.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
Bruce, people are paid to sleep in Europe.
It's true.
All right. Judy O'Neill says, good Monday morning. Hope you both had an awesome weekend. Hope you both enjoy your day. Yeah, I had a pretty solid weekend, actually. Sucked the marrow right out of it. Rah, rah. All right. You have a great day as well, Judy. Rick Sutherland, good morning, all. Have a great day. Rick, you have a great day as well. Rick, hey, the live feed. Oh, no. What did he say?
I think he said the live feed froze or something.
Yeah, he goes, ah, LOL. I know, right?
Sometimes we just freeze by ourselves, right?
That's right, yeah, we just try. Marge Cray, all the way from Fergus. Hello, Marge, how are you?
It was her birthday on the weekend. Happy birthday.
I know, I saw Dan's video. It actually made me tear up. I haven't cried spontaneously in, I think, 20 years, so wow. Wow, what a loving tribute. But anyway, happy belated birthday, Marge, and good Monday morning to you. Enika, good morning all, happy Monday. Good morning to you, Enika, happy Monday. Linda Gloria Goulet, hi Heidi and Craig and everyone. It was a beautiful night for watching the eclipse. Very sad to have missed it. But I did go to bed early. I just couldn't sleep. That's why I couldn't sleep.
It wasn't like early this morning? Or was it? Wasn't last night?
I think it just depends on where you are around the globe, right?
Okay.
It's hard to, you'd have to isolate, your coordinates to really be able to predict it with, although I
if it was flat Earth, you could just see it anywhere you want.
Well, some say it is flat Earth, so.
But around moon. All right.
Trust the science. Trust the science. Okay. Joseph Bertrand, happy Monday. Happy Monday to you as well, Joseph. I'm surprised I didn't encounter you at the beer festival, or the Festival of Beer, rather. Were you there? Joseph, international man of problem-solving mystery. Him and Riley down there doing the good work. Maker North, look them up. Kimberly, good morning all. Happy Monday. Ah, hey, Kimberly. She wouldn't come with me to the Festival of Beer.
Can't say I blame her, but...
Why?
Well, we've seen you with beer.
Oh, will you stop? I am going to push you over one of these days. You're just going to see like my little Birkenstock sandal come right up and just like stomp them. No, Kim doesn't like beer. If they'd had wine, she would have attended, but she doesn't like beer.
Well, beer is kind of bloaty, right?
Well, it was craft beer.
True.
Craft beer. No tequila, no tequila. Okay, anyway, I'm out of words for now, and everybody's gone quiet, so we'll 7-day it.
We'll do this. Oh, we got this one.
Well, where did that one come from?
Just popped up, just like that. This is fast, fast, fast.
Jen Buchan, good Monday morning, handsome. Ooh, Craig, I'm going to assume that's for you.
All right.
Okay, now over to the 7-day.
Okay, 7-day. There we go. So as I said, our temperatures are getting a little cooler this week with some rain showers coming just in time for the carnival coming this weekend. But then we start to rebound, so it's not bad. You know, we're at least seasonal. We don't see any negative temperatures, so we can't complain.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, well, I mean, you can always complain, but nobody listens, really.
Exactly.
More likely just waiting for you to pause to breathe so that they can start complaining. Anyway, the Midway starts this weekend.
Yes, Friday, I believe.
Oh, so I see another small loan in my future.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I hope this has been a great start to your day. It's certainly been a great start to mine. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Remember, we are the Sioux's only local news show, so please do your part, like, follow, share. Make sure you spread the good word that we're here to bring you all the news, make you laugh a little, and keep you up to date on the weather. So I hope your day is good to you and brings you all the good things. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
First Local. Supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.